Alright, so it's 10th of January. We're in Queenstown. We walked around yesterday afternoon and explored it a little bit. We were going to have a Ferg burger in the afternoon, but the queue was just ridiculous. So we ended up having a few beers at a pub and going there later on, about 10:30 or something. Still chockers, but it was worth the wait. It was pretty cool. Apparently, if you come here and you got to do it. Apparently, if you come here, you just have to do it. Apparently, if you come here and you don't do it, you're an idiot. So today we're on our way to the Shotover Jet. We've got to be there in about half an hour and do that. We didn't get a chance yesterday to do the luge, so we're going to do that this afternoon as well. So yeah, pretty exciting day ahead.
Last night at the show, we were walking and talking, going out of the street, just the drums. He's fat and he don't run too fast, but he's faster than me. Last night at the show, we saw him going out of his tree. He's fat and he don't run too fast, but he's faster than me. Last night at the show, we saw him going out of the street. He's a walkie-talkie. We all had talking and moving and grooving and hipping and hopping and picking and popping. What's about to be a band? You better take a stand. You gotta wake up that thing in your hand. Looking all around, man, trouble to be found. Make sure when he finds it, he gets it loud. When I gotta go, bring me back up, bring me my ride back. Cloud about jacket.
Flashing red now. Yeah? Oh, we've got to go in.
Enjoy, guys.
Okay, that's right. That looks about plumb, yeah? Like up and down?
And you'll move your head anyway.
Yeah. That's flashing red, isn't it?
Yeah.
Imagine I fuck it and didn't. You want to go front, babe?
You go on the outside.
Go front.
Ooh, really?
There.
Thanks, mate.
How you going?
We'll be patient. Don't worry about it. You won't get 2 weeks off. You won't.
I will. Yeah.
Alright guys, kia ora, welcome to Shotover Jet Team. My name's Ryan. We're looking after you for the trip today. All good? So now be careful with your head as well, bud. There's a good chance it's going to go up for it. Oh, mate.
Is it on hard enough?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, too. That's there we go, guys. You don't get carried away.
I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Because I need you. I got my head down when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal, and I feel that I need when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you.
this young lady in the front said she doesn't want to get wet. What do you guys reckon? I'm going to leave it up to everyone else whether I dunk her in the river or not. Well, you're in trouble. Now guys, this is as far downstream as we go. We've come down just on 8 kilometres. Now once we're up and on the move, we're using water that's very, very shallow. As shallow as 4, maybe 5 inches or 10 to 12 centimetres. Anything less than that, we will come to a very sudden stop. It's at that point we get stuck to the bottom. I'll have 14 volunteers to help the boat get moving again. But I think we should carry on. What do you reckon? See if I can get this young lady in the front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're looking a bit nervous about this whole thing.
I'm good.
You're good? Oh, I love the false optimism, Terry. We'll get into it though, guys. Here you go. Any faster than that until you wouldn't look like you've been for a swim. No, as it stands, the gentleman looks like he's wet himself. But that's about as far as it goes. Now guys, the craft that we're in, team, are actually really unique as far as jet boats go. Now there's a couple of things we actually do very different that you won't have to see together on another craft anywhere else in the world, to my knowledge. First thing being the nose of the boat, or the bow. Now the nose of our craft is actually very... Yeah, all clear to him, right? The nose of the craft. Now the nose of our craft is actually very, very short. Now we have it nice and short like we've got it, just to allow us to get close to the canyon wall. Very simple, it's also very effective. The second thing's a little less obvious, and I need the boat up and out of the water to view it. Now the belly of our craft is almost completely flat. Having it nice and flat just allows these boats to slide sideways around all the corners. And the combination of the nose with this belly is what allows the boats to spin. Now, in the right river conditions, each of our 9 craft will do up to 2.5 rotations in either direction. But for me to try that today, I'd need 2 or 3 less people on board than what we have in this craft currently, and about a third of the water flowing through the river. Otherwise, I would have tried it for you already. Now, if I tried it today, we'd just end up stuck to the bottom. As much as I joked about you guys getting it and giving us a push, it's not good. Far too cold for that sort of carry on. Now we've got 2 engines in the back. We've got 2 5.7 litre Mercury V8s, each producing around that 370 horsepower. They each have their own individual propulsion unit bolted to them. Those units suck water up through a grill on the underside, squirted out the back, around 400 litres per second per side. So a little bit of power to have quite a lot of fun with. I really think you guys, the 4 of you should shift. I think you should shift. Yeah. Come on, be nice to your parents. They brought you all this way. How wet do you want it?
If you see those 2, you're okay. Come on over.
Now guys, this is, well, I got everyone in this room. In fact, the only person I think I missed was myself. Almost as if it's by design.
I'll serve your ass like John McEnroe. If your girl steps up, I'm
you're a fool, cause I do to the death. Trying to step to me, you take your last breath. I got the skill, come get your fill. Cause when I shoot the gift, I shoot the kill. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 everybody jump, 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 jump. I'm the cream of the crop, I rise to the top. I never eat a pig cause a pig is a cop. Or better yet, a Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Trying to play me out like as if my name was Sega. But I ain't going out like no punk bitch. Get used to one style AO when I might switch it up and around. Then buck, get down, put out your head and then you wake up in the dawn of the dead. I'm coming to get ya, I'm coming to get ya. Spitting out lyrics, homie, I wet ya. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, jump, jump.
It's almost too easy. Yeah, I think I'm doing it right for the first couple of days. The young lady in the front thought she got away scot-free. I had to see that was not the case. You didn't get away long enough. You can see the young lady in the back. Jump over you really, guys.
Copy that, mate.
Thanks, mate. That was great.
No worries at all.
That was so good, man.
It was awesome.
How good was he too, yeah? You made it. Fucking, I copped it on that last one.
Huh?
I copped it on the last one.
Wow, everything.
So we just did the shot over jet. Unbelievable. One of the best things I've ever done. Literally, it was grouse. We rocked up there and they said you're not allowed to take GoPros on. And you had to have like a head mount for it. They didn't. Hang on. Fuck. So we just did the shot over jet. One of the best things I've ever done. Honestly, unbelievable. Better than I expected, to be honest. We rocked up there and they said that you're not allowed to take handheld GoPros. So I was devastated that I wouldn't be able to film it. The only way you could do it is to get one of their headband things, and they had sold out, so I couldn't get one. So I had the GoPro in the locker and everything. I was a bit upset about that. And then I saw someone come off the boat. He had one on his head, so I ran up to him. I said, "How much do you want for it? I'll give you $50." He said, "Here, man, just take it." So that worked out really well. So I was able to film it. So I was wrapped about that. Yeah, so good. We got drenched. The guy was really good. He was a nice guy and a really good driver and everything, obviously. His mission was to wet Sarah, and I think I copped a bit more of it than what Sarah copped. Yeah, unbelievable. You have to do it if you're in Queenstown. Sarah?
In Arrowtown.
And I'm still buzzing from the jet. Pearler of a day. We've been so lucky with the weather, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Mrs. Enthusiastic over here.
I said, mm-hmm.
How's the weather, Sarah?
bloody ripper, mate.
Still just as bad.
Try again.
How's the weather, Sarah?
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's just too much.
I don't know what you want me to say. I think the weather's been great. We've been extremely fortunate. Pearl of the day.
Absolute pearler, mate. What did you say, Sarah?
They said, get excited. And you said, why? I said, because it's fucking cool where we're going.
Ah. What is it?
The Cadrona Hotel.
Pub. Oh. Yeah.
And it's very famous. It's very historic. It's very cool.
There she is. Ooh, wood. I like wood. Sarah got too much food.
Speed demon.
Huh?
Speed demon. Did you see that Muslim stuck halfway?
I was like, should I stop? No, fuck it.
Every morning, do it again. Every morning when I wake up, every morning, baby, shut the door. Every morning when I wake up.
That's better. Too much weight on this. Stop swinging it. Stop it.
Okay, we've just gotten in the car to leave Queenstown, and it fucking reeks. I left my dirty hiking boots in here, and Sarah left a banana in here. It's not very nice. We're
In other news,
we're on our way to Wanaka today. We've got quite a few stops along the way to do first. First one is we're going to go have a look at the bungee jumping. It's the original one, like the first really good one apparently. So
it's AJ Hackett.
AJ Hackett. So we're going to check that out. Then we're going to Alexandra. Then we're going to Clyde. Then we're going to Cromwell. And then we're going to end up at Wanaka and stay the night there, or 2 nights there in an Airbnb. Looks really good on the photos, so hopefully it's alright. Another really nice day here. Yeah.
It's new.
Chair.
Remarkable, remarkable.
You got to do it on the same beat, bro. Ready? Oh, half a beat out. Again. Fucking pair of dickheads.
Do it!
This is fucked. Hey, we got it. No, way out again.
It's you!
Fucking hell. Sarah's got a big call. What is it, Sarah?
Just had the best ginger slice I've ever had.
Where was it?
From Clyde. Can't remember the name of the store. Something Clyde. Delicious.
Kind of looks like a penis and 2 balls if you're on the wrong angle. here at Wanaka. We've made it to the B&B. It's pretty cool. It's got a really nice view. So we're going to sit back, relax and have a couple of beers. You alright, mate? You didn't bring too much stuff, did you?
No.
No.
Up your hubs.
You're a fuckhead. Apparently I'm a know-it-all because I said be careful where you're going with this thing. It's a front-wheel drive, bloody two-wheel drive street tyre thing, and she wants to drive it in the sand to the lake. Bloody women. And I'm the know-it-all.
So I've been thinking for a little while about this Dyson hairdryer that I want. And the reason I wanted it was because I used to blow dry all of my hair every time I washed it, which I no longer do. I still want it, but I think with my Flybuys points, I'm going to buy an Apple Watch first.
Okay.
Big decision.
Wasn't quite what I was expecting when you said big call, but alright.
I said big decision, not big call.
She said big call.
Romance will soon be ours, an outdoor paradise for two.
Beautiful day for a swim. Lake Carwater, Scott's Beach. Icy cold, but the water is as clear as. Absolutely beautiful, but fucking freezing. So yeah, we just finished at Lake Carwater, Scott's Beach. Absolute beautiful spot. If you're ever in the area, you have to go here. The water is just beautiful. It's really cold when you first get in, but then once you get used to it, it's fine. Plus I think I'm a little bit of a sook when it comes to that. We also did Puzzle World today. That was cool. Had a few illusion rooms on angles and whatever, and yeah, just the typical things that trick your mind. Had a bit of a sleep in today as well, which was pretty good. We needed a sleep in, been pretty tired, doing a lot lately. Yeah, now we're going to go find a pub and have a couple of beers.
and April showers make way for sweet May flowers, and then comes June, a March wind and April showers, romance will
Pint of Spaints. Thanks, Dale. Okay, so it's the 13th of January. We woke up in Wanaka. Very nice place there. Today's as wet as a shag, so we're debating on what walks we're going to do, because we had about 6 or 7 walks to different waterfalls and things like that booked in. But yeah, we're not too sure which ones we're going to do. We've got to prioritise which ones are the best. So yeah, we've got a big day of walks ahead of us through the rain and everything like that. It's amazing, because yesterday was like 28 degrees and sunny and we were swimming and everything, and now today's 11 degrees and raining. So you never know what you're going to get. Then we're going to end up at the glaciers, stay the night at the glaciers in a hotel there, and then move on the next day.
I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yep, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I'll hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on.
So you can't really see it on here, but it's just through there where it's all white on the screen.
Stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Sarah, you better hurry up, mate. You can't stop. Come on. Don't stop.
Alright, so that's it there. We got all the way to the top and most of it's behind the cloud, so you can't even really see it. You can see the bottom of it. Still cool. Grouse walk coming up here. Steep as. Scenery is just beautiful. I'd love to see it on a clear day. Oh well. Can't have them all. Waited around a little bit and the clouds lifted a bit, so you can see a bit more of it. You can see it starts sort of there, and that's all ice all the way up. I'm not sure how high up it goes, but it definitely goes to there and that, from there to there. Sarah probably knows more about it, I'm just kind of guessing. Probably completely wrong in what I'm saying. Bloody blue skies now. Ripper.
Tell you what, I'm ready for some bloody cider and some food.
Yeah, righto, mate.
Alright, that's the Fox Glacier done. We've both had enough walking for one day, so we're gonna go to the pub, have a nice warm dinner and have a couple of beers. It's about 10 past 8 or so we're pooped. Alright, 14th of January, we've woken up in Fox Glacier. We're on our way to Lake Matheson just to have a look. We've got about 4 or 5 different stops to do today. I'm not going to bother reeling them off now, I'll just tell you when we get there or whatever. We're going to end up, where are we ending up? Hokitika. Sarah's great auntie lives there, and 2 of her uncles are going to be there as well, so we're going to be there for 2 nights and have a barbecue and just chill out with them, I think, so it should be nice. Also, the weather's looking much better today. I think we lucked out yesterday trying to look at the glacier in that horrible weather. Would have been much better to go and have a look today, but it doesn't matter. That's the glacier that we went to yesterday. You can see it better all the way out here. So we're going to do the Lake Matheson circuit. Sarah's got a bee in her bonnet because she doesn't want to do it. Oh well, she'll come round. This one's called the View of Views, and it's pretty good. I don't know about on the footage, but in real life it's pretty bloody good. Okay, so it's the 16th of January. We're in Hokitika. We spent the last 2 nights with Sarah's great auntie. I didn't do any filming or anything because I didn't want to look like that weird guy that just wants to sit around and film everything. So we did the usual things. We had a barbecue when we got there. Spent the night drinking beers and eating and talking and everything, which was really nice. The next day we went to the canyon, went to the races, spent the day just going around Hokitika, just having a look around with Brett and Sandra. It was really good. Then last night we just had the leftovers from the barbecue. Then today we're off to Nelson, which I've heard so many good things about. So hopefully that's really good. We've got a couple of stops along the way. It's about a 5-hour drive, I think. It's just after midday, so we've left it a little bit late, so we'll probably get there a bit late. Yeah.
Do you feel it? Do you feel it in the air? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? I can feel it in the
something in the air just above me, something like a dream state. You call it a clean break. Do you feel the vibes, baby? Do you feel the vibes? Isn't just me, Do you feel it? I can feel it in the air. Isn't just me. Isn't just me.
Every time I watch you slip inside, oh, I'm trying.
Whoa! We just hit a bird!
Yeah. Poor thing.
Oh well.
Come on. You want to?
Oh, I don't know the song now.
It's bigger than religion, hip hop. It's bigger than my nigga, hip hop. It's bigger than the government. This one is for Dilla, hip hop. We ain't dead, said the children, don't believe it. We just made ourselves invisible. Underwater stove top, blue flame. Scientists, come out with your scales up. Get baptized in the ocean of the hungry. When niggas turn into gods, walls come tumbling. Alhamdulillah, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, Dios, Ma'at-Cha, Rastafari, fire, dance, sex, music, hip-hop. It's bigger than religion, hip-hop. It's bigger than my nigga, hip-hop. It's bigger than the government. This one is the healer, hip-hop. Told you we ain't dead yet. We've been living through your internet. You don't have to believe everything you think. We've been programmed. Wake up, we miss you. They call you Indigo. We call you Africa.
Alright, so we're stuck at a red light in the mountains because they're fixing the roads. It's set down to one lane because of a landslip. I thought I'd take the time to talk to you. What did we do today? Went to the clear, what's the clear water thing called? TY Quarter Poo Poo. It's like one of the clearest waters there is. Pretty cool. We went to a cool pub, had some nachos and a beer, all locally brewed. Yeah, and then we're going back to Nelson again. It's about 5 hours I think we spent on the road today. Fair bit, you got to drive all the way there and then all the way back.
We went to Kaiteriteri, Motueka, Takaka, or Takaka.
What's that?
So, the towns we went to.
Oh, yeah.
Collingwood, but we didn't get to Fairwells.
Oh yeah, Collingwood. We stopped at a beach too on the way there first. What was that?
Kaiteriteri.
Kaiteriteri. That was a really nice beach. Yeah,
Pub we went to was called the Muscle Inn.
the Muscle Inn pub. That's the cool pub we went to. This is all over the joint in Messiers.
And now we're just coming down the Takaka Hill. Stephen thinks he's a race car driver.
And then we're back to Nelson and staying another night at a different spot because we couldn't get 2 consecutive nights at the same spot. So hopefully this joint's alright. We're going to get back, throw our bags in there and then go to the pub and have a few drinks. It's been a long day. Hear the daytime crickets.
Cicadas.
Cicadas.
Daytime cricket.
Daytime crickets, mate. What else?
We went to Spates Ale House for tea.
Oh yeah, last night we went to Spates Ale House. Had some Spates, some nibblies.
Watched tennis.
Oh yeah, watched tennis.
Ow.
Yeah.
This one is for Dilla Hip Hop.
dinner time.
This one is the Hilla Hip Hop.
Okay, so it's the 18th of January. We're in Nelson. Last night we went to the pub, had dinner and a few beers, and then just went back to the room, watched some tennis. Then I woke up at about 6 a.m, crook as guts. I was dry reaching and farting and carrying on. I don't know what the bloody hell was wrong with me. I seem to have come good now. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm alright. Just went out for breakfast. Got a big breakfast and found a foreign object in there. Yeah, once again, don't know what that was, but I'm alright. So this is like take 7 of the morning. I'm not really with it. We're on our way to Picton. It's about an hour and 3/4 drive, so we should get there pretty early. Have a bit more of a look around the town. We did last time because that's where the ferry comes into, but we didn't spend very long there because we quickly went off to the Marlborough Sounds. So this time at least we've got the afternoon to have a look around and have a look at some restaurants and bars and whatever, and yeah, see what it's about. And then we've got to get up early tomorrow to catch the ferry. The ferry's, I think we've got to sign in at 8 for the ferry. So yeah, we'll get an early night and get up early for that. Okay, so the trip is obviously nearly over. Tomorrow's our last day. Well, today's our last full day in the South Island. So I thought while we're driving along, I'll just rattle off some things that I enjoyed and didn't enjoy and whatever else I can think of along the way. Okay, my favourite place would be Queenstown and Hanmer Springs. They're my two favourite ones. Sarah?
I liked the Queenstown area, like Queenstown, Wanaka, Cardrona, Cromwell, and I really liked Marlborough Sounds as well.
Okay, short answers. Next one, please. So the good thing about New Zealand roads, obviously they're all quite bendy and uphill, and there's a fair few slow going points if you've got a caravan or a truck or something like that. But the really good thing about New Zealand is they've got so many stopping bays and overtaking lanes and everything. We've driven quite a bit this trip on some pretty hairy roads, and I haven't got really frustrated once, I don't think. Really good. Whereas in Australia you get so many dickheads that just stay in the right lane and hog the roads and don't move over and all the rest of it, but I haven't experienced any of that in New Zealand. It's been really, really good. Okay, now for one thing that's pissed me off about New Zealand, and I have no idea why they don't do this. It does not make any sense at all. I'm pretty sure Sarah can guess what I'm about to say. No fly screens on any windows in the whole bloody country. I've been here, 3 times over a few different years. I've spent probably 60 or 70 nights in all different joints. I've seen quite a lot of accommodation, friends and family and stuff with Sarah and everything, and no one has a single fly screen. I've got no idea why. All the bugs just bloody fly in all night long and you get eaten alive. It's just stupidity. Get fly screens, New Zealand. My least favourite place, hands down, Bluff. Do not even go there. Absolute hole of a joint. Sarah?
Yeah, I agree.
Some of you are probably wondering where we got the car from. It's Sarah's granddad's car. It's a Kia Sportage. It's alright, it's a Kia. We got it with about 11,000 Ks. It's got nearly 16,000 now, so by the time we get home it's probably going to be about a 6,000 kilometre trip. So we've spent about close to $4,000 on just general spending money. That's like fuel, food, beer, activities, ferries, you know, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, $4,000 on that. And then we spent close to $5,000 on accommodation. So like Airbnbs and hotels and all that. And I don't think there's anything else that's hidden out of that. We obviously got the car for nothing, so we saved with that. So it's cost us about $9,000 for the trip, which is pretty good, I reckon. It's been nearly a month, so it's pretty good. Oh, what about airfares?
Those aren't included. They were.
We won't say how much that was.
Yeah.
We treated ourselves and flew business class, so yeah, we're not going to go into that one. So there's been quite a few big calls on this trip. I don't even remember what they are, like things like best burger, best sausage roll, bloody best beer,
Best steak.
best steak. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, that was a good steak. So yeah, best beer, hands down, would be Spates. I've tried so many different beers getting there in the end. And then like Spates is like the most common, everyone drinks it, so I should have just listened to the population. But yeah, definitely Spates. Hands down, favourite activity was the shot over jet. For me. You?
Yeah.
Shot over as well. Hands down, biggest waste of money was the Tekapo stargazing. Don't even bother doing it. I think it was about $100 a head. And they took you there and they showed you a few stars and whatever. Don't get me wrong, it was good. He told us a lot of good information and everything like that. It just wasn't worth $200 for the pair of us to do it. In the end, he even said if you want to see the stars, just go down to the lake and you'll see exactly the same as what you saw here. So yeah, don't bother doing that one. Okay, so the weather. Everyone says in New Zealand that it's raining and cold and yeah, that it's always terrible. Well, for us it wasn't. I don't know if it normally is, but it wasn't for us. The whole time we were here, we had 2 half days of rain that didn't even really affect us. Well, the rain didn't affect us. The overcast did at Fox Glacier because we couldn't see the glacier properly. But apart from that, we haven't had any dramas at all with the weather. Even when we did the Milford Sound tour, the driver of the boat when we were hopping on, he said how lucky we were. The previous 6 days in a row it's been terrible and raining and rubbish, and when we did it, it was bloody hot and sunny. So yeah, can't complain about the weather. The favourite accommodation, it's a little bit of a debated topic. Initially I said Christchurch, which is still really good, and I probably still would say that. Last night was really good, the one that you just saw on the video obviously. And QT in Queenstown was also good, but that one was yeah, really expensive. It was like $800 for the 2 nights or something crazy. We splurged on that one. That one was different. Sarah?
I liked our Airbnb in Dunedin, and our first Airbnb in Nelson was super quirky and fun. Not really part of the trip, but I also liked the Sofitel in Wellington as well. That was legit.
Yeah. Did we see many sheep? It's like this thing that everyone says about New Zealand, that there's sheep everywhere or whatever. Yeah, there's a few sheep, but nothing like. It's not like what people do. It's not like how we ride kangaroos to work and you know koalas are falling out of the trees. It's nothing like that. So it's similar, if that makes sense. What I'm trying to say.
I reckon there's heaps of sheep. Heaps of cattle as well. Like down here, I reckon more cattle than sheep probably.
Yeah, I agree. More cattle than sheep. Favourite pub, hands down, Cadrona Pub. And you agree? Yeah, unreal. So the price of fuel, it was averaging about just over $2. It sounds like a lot at the time because in Australia it's about $1.30 at the moment, something like that. But with Kiwi Fuel, you're actually paying for your road users in your fuel. So your rego is only like $100 or something a year, as opposed to paying $900 to $1,000 at home. So it actually works out quite a bit fairer because the people that use the roads more are paying more road users, you know, compared to the people not using them as much. And if you've got several vehicles or motorbikes or whatever, it just works out so much better. I wish we did something like that in Australia. Did we share the driving? Short answer, no. I drove probably 95% of it, but that's fine. Sarah don't like the windy roads or whatever.
You did.
Can you please be quiet? There is no debating it.
There is, because Stephen did quite a lot of the open road driving. I did where I could, like today, Nelson to Picton. I did quite a bit at the start and the Canterbury Plains and stuff where it was all quite like straighter roads because I'm not confident on the winds. And then I always drove around the towns and stuff, so all like Queenstown, Monaco, all those 5 days I sort of did most of the driving there.
She does make a point, yes, that is correct. But if you look at percentage wise, I did a lot more, but yes, that was a long hauls. Okay, so Sarah's done her 4 minutes of driving, so now it's my turn to be in the driver's seat. I'm just kidding. Would we change anything about the trip? Honestly, the only thing I would change about the whole trip. What the fuck are you laughing at?
And what are you going to say?
Oh, what?
Not go to Bluff?
Nah, I probably would still go to Bluff, just so I could say how shit it was. The only serious thing I would change is Hanna Springs. I'd stay there for longer. We only spent one night there, but it's a nice town. I'd like to have spent a minimum of two nights there. We generally don't just sit and plonk on our holidays. We always sort of try and keep busy. That's why we always only spend 1 or 2 nights every place and just keep moving along. We feel that that's enough time to see everything, and if you know, obviously don't see everything, but you see what you want to see and just quickly skim through it, and then you can always revisit later and spend a week somewhere or something like that. We tend to get bored if we just sit down and plonk, and we don't get anything done anyway. So yeah, we like to do that. That's how we did our East Coast trip as well, although that was very full on. That was 6 or 7 hours driving every day and bang bang bang, but this one was not too bad. I think that's, yeah, the only thing I would change was stay at Hanna for longer. You? Same?
Actually, I would have liked to have gone to Stewart Island, but yeah, we could have planned it so we had a couple of extra days or less days somewhere and more days down there, but yeah, other than that.
I just wanted to add to highlights of the trip. I don't know why, but I forgot to talk about Marlborough Sounds. That was just absolutely a highlight for sure. It just feels like so long ago that I probably didn't say it. The hiking through the walk, the Queen Charlotte walk and everything, that was just out of control. So good and peaceful and beautiful, and just the whole lifestyle of everyone that they have to get their groceries by boat and their mail by boat and everything like that. It's just so cool and secluded, and I just love seeing that side of New Zealand, and yeah, just all the hills, and it was just really, I don't even know what to say. It was just mind-blowingly good. Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Marlborough Sounds, you could spend 2 weeks there easy. Walk around, camping, there's heaps of resorts, whatever. We only just saw a tiny little bit of it. That's something I definitely want to have another look and spend a long time there and do all the walks and everything, 100%. Okay, so we just went for a walk around the town. Just went around, had a coffee, some nachos, sat by the water and that. It's pretty cool. So I just wanted to explain why we went down the road of getting the car and then paying for accommodation. Ordinarily in Australia, we've got a four-wheel drive that's fully set up for touring and everything, and we can just jump in that, hit the road and free camp anywhere, and obviously it's a lot cheaper in that. But going overseas, obviously we couldn't bring that with us, so we had to think of something else to do. So originally we were going to hire a van that's set up and self-contained and everything, and then we were just going to drive around and sleep in that and everything. But that was going to cost, I think, just over $4,000 just to hire it. Then we'd still have to pay for fuel and everything, and I suppose along the way we would have had to hire a campsite or whatever and get power or something. I'm not too sure how it would have worked. So that was too dear, so we didn't want to do that. So then we came up with the option of just borrowing Sarah's granddad's car and then spending about $5,000 on accommodation. So it was about an extra $1,000, and I think it worked out much better. Just so we could have, you know, proper beds and everything. You know, a month's a long time to be in a shitty little van and whatever, and you're driving around with rattles, and yeah, it's a crap car and everything. So I think it worked out well. It sounds like it's expensive to spend $5,000 on accommodation, but if you look at it in the big picture, you know, $4,000 for a van or $5,000 to stay in accommodation.
I had to wait about half an hour for Stephen to get ready for dinner. He's a piece of work.
Too bad you started talking too early.
I didn't actually, it was on like 2 before I started. Yelly, Sharapova is about to beat Wozniacki. She just got it.
Alright, so it's the 19th of January. The South Island part of our trip has come to an end, unfortunately. So yeah, we're just going to drive to the ferry, sit in the queue, and then we've got a 3-hour ferry back to the North Island. Then we're going to stay at Amanda, Sarah's sister's house, for 2 nights, and then back to Tauranga. We're going to spend another 2 nights with Sarah's mum and dad, and then back to Melbourne, and it's all over. So yeah, it's been awesome. Can't recommend it enough. Just go easy on me on the video. I'm not sure if it's going to turn out alright or not, but just an idiot with no experience. I've never filmed anything before or anything, and I'm just using a handheld GoPro, so no flash material over here. Yeah, gonna enjoy a coffee and sit back and relax.
It's a bit